Good evening. My name is Marc Davenport, the Wealth Strategist. I'm the CEO of RMI Capital in Houston, Texas. And welcome to Straight to the Top. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, we have another great show and a phenomenal guest. Our theme this month is leveraging your resources. We started out by inviting attorney Philip Yates. Philip came on and talked to us about the Houston Area Urban League's Small Business University. The week after that, we had on Shirley Brooks, the director of the Women's Business Center in Houston, Texas. And last week, we had Dr. Portia Jackson from the Mayor's Office of Business Opportunity. What a week and what a month it's been. And who better to close out the month than my good friend, Shurronda Murray from Houston Metro. Shurronda, welcome to Straight to the Top.
Welcome, Mark. I'm glad to be here.
This is going to be a good night.
All right.
This is fun. We run into each other. We see each other
Yes,
all
we
the
do,
time.
All the time.
And every time I see you, I learn more and more about all that you do at Houston Metro. So can you please look into the camera,
All right.
introduce yourself, because we have a lot of ground to cover
All
tonight.
right. Well, hello, everybody. I am Shurronda Murray. I work for Metro's Office of Small Business. I've been with Metro for 29 years. 9 years, 11 months, and 2 weeks I was in customer service. 1 year I was in human resources, and the remaining time I've been in the Office of Small Business in different areas. So I'm excited to be here on tonight to talk about the opportunities that Metro have for small and disadvantaged businesses.
You never told me you were there 29 years.
29, Mark. I was 5.
They're going to have to give you 2 gold watches, right?
Yeah, right.
And a Rolls Royce.
That's it.
Okay. Houston Metro, can you give us, for the benefit of the Straight to the Top audience, can you give us some historical perspective? What is Metro? What do you do? And then talk about small business, your role, and the opportunities out here for the audience. Can we do that? Let's have fun tonight.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
29 years, started at 5 years old. You hear that?
Look at here. Listen, as stated, I am Shurronda Murray. I work with Metro's Office of Small Business. I am the External Relations Officer. Metro has absolutely been in the trenches advocating for small businesses since early as the 1984.
Wow.
For small and disadvantaged businesses. So that's great. That just shows you that we really don't just walk the walk. We don't just talk the talk, but we actually walk the walk. And so as employee at Metro, I am the External Relations Officer, and that simply means I am advocating for you. If you're a small business owner out there, we are in the trenches making sure you get a piece of the pie at Metro. At Metro, we have our small business program, and we have 3 different components. We have certifications, outreach, which that's my baby, and we have compliance.
So, Houston Metro, 1984, 3 different departments. You're the expert. Which of the 3 departments do you want to start with first?
Are you saying the 3 components?
The 3 components.
We
Which
have
one you
3
wanna start with
components
first?
of the small business, so we can talk about outreach.
This is your show tonight.
Okay, this is my
your
show.
show.
Let me tell you a little bit about outreach. As we stated, we have 3 components. The outreach is where I play a big role. It's 2 of us in outreach, and that's Alexander Ball and myself, Shurronda Murray, and we absolutely advocate for you, the small business. And as a part of outreach, what we do is make sure you are aware that there are opportunities to actually do business with Metro. You will be amazed, small business owners, that whatever your home needs, that's what Metro needs. We need our yards cut. We need the walls painted. We need toiletry.
Really?
Yes, we do. Everything a home needs, that's what Metro needs. And we absolutely utilize small businesses to meet those needs as well.
How do you, so small business, that term means different things to different people.
Yes.
How do you define small business at Metro?
Well, for Metro, and it's dealing with the certification component, but our small business is, you can be a small business. Our program is race and gender neutral. You heard Dr. Portia last week talking about the 5 different programs that they have, but Metro has 1 program, and it's called one component, Small and Disadvantaged Business Program. And that means for Metro, anyone can play in our program as long as your personal net worth does not exceed $1.32 million and your industry size standards meets the SBA size standards.
Now, define industry size standards.
The industry size standards say, for instance, if you're in construction, Construction, you can go up to $33 million. And can still be considered a small business. So that's what we mean, averaged over a 3 years period of time. If you don't gross $33 million within 3 years time, you're considered a small business with the size industries.
So that term applies to your average revenue over 3 years.
Yes.
Total revenue over 3
Yes.
years. And so if you don't exceed $33 million according to Metro, you're a small business.
According to SBA size standards.
Right.
Now, according to Metro, your personal net worth cannot exceed $1.32 million. And again, we divide that over an average of 3 years as well.
So you could be a millionaire and still do business with Houston Metro.
Yes, as long as your personal net worth does not exceed 1.32. Well, you cannot be a millionaire. Yeah, you can be a millionaire because 1.32. That's it. If you're 1 million, that's a millionaire. So yes.
Does that include your home too?
No, that excludes your business. So that excludes your personal residence. That's minus your personal residence.
That's good to know.
Absolutely.
So if I own, let's say my name is Muncie Hawkins, and I own and I help people restore their credit and change their lives. Would Metro? Is there an opportunity for someone like me to do business with Metro?
It is to a certain extent. Sometimes we have contracts in our finance department, so you may be utilized there. And then we have what you can be utilized personally, because we have our employee health fair, and we allow certain agencies to come in, and such as credit
and work with their clients.
Absolutely, give them the opportunity to utilize them.
What if I'm a realtor or a mortgage broker, or have a cleaning company or an IT company?
You can do business with Metro. Metro operates with 4 different industries. We have general services, supplies and equipment, construction, and professional services. So if you fit in any of those categories, you can do business with Metro.
Where do you want to go next?
All right.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I love it.
Because you know what you did? I've been in this city for 12 years, right? And I mean, I just saw you at the SBA Score Luncheon.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm learning so much about what you offer. You see, there are a lot of people out here that might be a contract, a deal, an opportunity away from breaking out and being able to scale and really, really develop something that's significant. This could be the vehicle to make that happen. Absolutely. There are a lot of micro businesses in this city that are that either aren't making money, aren't making enough money. And so this is really good information. But it's your show. Where do you want to go next?
Well, let me finish by saying this as far as the outreach component. We don't want you to be afraid to do business with Metro. A part of what we do in outreach is we host every month, we have a monthly, we call the Small Business University. We have a class where we teach you one of the following: how to do business with Metro, how to write a successful proposal, how to bid your proposal, how to read Metro certifications. We even bring in our IT department where you can come in and have a sit down where you can talk with IT one-on-one. We do the same thing for our facility maintenance department, which consists of construction and the things that we need. So we're open book because we really want you to succeed. So we have classes for you.
Shurronda, this sounds really expensive. Can I afford it?
Yes, you can.
Are you? I mean, I don't have any money. Can I afford this?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
See, this is where I get excited.
I'm holding my breath. Give me the bad news right now. How much is this going to cost me?
Nothing. These classes are absolutely free to you. Everything Metro does is free. And that's where I'm going to go into next, our certifications. Our certifications are also free. And I first want to start off by saying you do not have to be certified with Metro to do business. The first step with doing business with Metro is number 1, registering as a vendor. When you register as a vendor, there you can see the opportunities that Metro has available for you. On most of our contracts, Metro has a 35% small business goal. And guess what? That goal has to be utilized by a small disadvantaged business.
Okay, so I have to register?
You do.
What criteria do I have to have? Do I have to be an LLC, a C Corp? Can I be a startup? Can I not have any tax returns? Do I have to have a certain amount of money in the bank? What is the criteria to register with Metro?
There's no criteria to register as a vendor with Metro. Vendor registration and certifications are two different things.
Okay.
So there's some things that you have to be in order to get certified as a small business, but to register as a vendor, you don't need anything.
Okay.
We just need you to be a business, and hopefully you can perform the work, but you don't have to have a certain anything to register as a vendor with us. You can register as a small business with Metro, free of charge. Now, the certification component, did you have a question for me?
No.
Okay.
You're 29 years, started working at Metro at 5, and your show.
Okay, so now the certifications. For the certifications, you have to have a few things. And as we were talking earlier, Metro considers a small business if your personal net worth does not exceed the $1.32 million and your industry size standards does not exceed the SBA size standards for the industry that you say that you do work in. That's number one. So what we ask for 3 years of company taxes, but hold on, if you've been in business, you have to be in a business at least 1 year to do work with Metro, because we need at least 1 year of tax returns, business tax returns. Okay. So if you've been in business for at least 1 year, we ask for 1 year tax returns and 2 years of your personal. If you've been in business for 3 years, we ask for 3 years of company and 1 year personal. So you do have to provide that for us. We ask that you give us a couple of paid receipts that somebody paid you to do the service that you say that you're the expert in, and we ask for that. And lastly, we ask for a couple of references, and we do call and check your references. So you'll be amazed. Some people give us references and they said, never heard of them. So we don't want those type of references, but we will check. Monique Petaway is our amazing certification specialist. She will check your certifications and we'll check your references. So I said the taxes 3 years ago. And then one last piece is the personal net worth statement. We ask that you fill out the personal net worth statement, but the good thing is we've already curtailed the questions for you. You just have to answer the questions that we ask of you. We don't ask you for no more. Now, if you give more, that's on you. But this is all that we need is what we asked you for. So
I can register to be a vendor. I can do that online.
You can.
And the website to do that is?
www.ridemetro.org.
And the website for Metro is?
www.ridemetro.org.
And if I want information on the certification programs, the web address is?
www.ridemetro.org. Now you got to do some stuff by scrolling down, and you'll see small business, and then you click that, and that's where you'll find the certifications. Then scroll down and push procurement and materials. That's where you'll find the solicitations.
Repeat that part again.
When you do the www.ridemetro.org, you scroll to the very bottom of our page. There you'll find a box, Business with Metro. Underneath, if you want the certification part, you click Small Business. If you want to see the opportunities we have, you click Procurement. And right there, you'll find everything you need.
So let me stop for a second.
Okay.
My head is spinning. There's just so much information. I could register with Metro as a vendor.
Absolutely.
Just to get in the loop.
Yes.
Just to have an eyeball on the opportunity.
Yes.
But if I want to do business with Metro as a certified business.
Yes.
Okay. So you explain the process.
Yes.
It's not going to cost me any money.
It's free, y'all. It's free.
And not only that, but you're going to have people hold my hand and walk me through the process.
Yes.
So your rooms must be filled. There must be thousands of people, of businesses in the city taking advantage of this, right?
No, it's not. And that's the sad part.
You said no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Too much work?
Too much? I don't know what they're doing. What are you doing? Small business owners, are you just filled with a lot of work? Are you overwhelmed?
They're making too much money.
Y'all making too much money because let me tell you, just for an example, tomorrow there is a pre-bid at Metro for a construction contract. If you are in construction, you need to be at Metro because there is a 35% small business goal on that contract. And so we would love to have you come in. And let me tell you the best part. Perhaps you may not be chosen for that particular work, but if you are a small business, you get to network the room and you see potential primes. And I guarantee if that prime is doing business with Metro, that prime is doing business with another agency as well. So you may not be able to be their sub on that particular contract, but I guarantee if if you make that connection, that they may call you to be a prompt to sub with them on another job that they may have. So if you're in construction, come on down to Metro tomorrow, 1900 Main Street, that's downtown, Main at St. Joseph, 10 a.m. on the 8th floor, and I would love to shake your hand because I'll be there.
There's a parking lot right across the street, too.
It is, and it's $8, but we also have a rail system. You can get on the train if you can, and
Metro.
that's it. Get on the train, pay the $2, come on and walk on in.
So if I just heard what you said correctly, ladies and gentlemen, Shurronda Murray just told you that if you really want to build a good business and make a lot of money, you have to learn how to build relationships with people first. So when you build relationships with people, they feel comfortable with you. They trust you. They like you. They believe who you say you are. And they have you come on your show because you know you're going to make them look good.
That's right.
And build the relationship first, and then the business will come. And I'm so glad that you said that, because I say that a lot.
Okay, good, Mark.
But it's one thing to hear me say it. Marc Davenport, what does he know?
He knows, y'all. He does.
But it's another to have Shurronda Murray say, build the relationship first.
Yeah, because people really do business with who they know, they like, and they trust. Bottom line. All right.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has done some business with someone who tried to take advantage of them. Who tried to hurt them.
True.
Who didn't do the right thing. So it's important that you want to be de-risked. And Shurronda said, come downtown tomorrow. What time?
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock a.m.
And shake her hand and meet her and build a relationship with Shurronda Murray, who's been at Houston Metro for how long?
29 years.
You probably don't know anybody down there, right?
Don't know nobody.
You probably don't know any of the
They
primes.
don't know me either.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, and lastly, y'all, we have what you call the compliance component of our small business program. And when I tell you Kamisha Guidry and Anna Cortez Silver, they do their jobs, and of course our bosses. But what that component is say for instance you are a small business, there is a contract, a $1 million contract, and you were promised 35% of that $1 million. We make sure we police that contract, that you get the 35% that was promised to you on our contract. And guess what? If they think, the prime think you're not doing a good job, they cannot throw you off the contract without going through Metro Small Business, our compliance department. We police it. We tell them to show us proof that you're not doing what they said that you're not doing, and we try to work with you to make sure you start doing it because you're on a contract. You said you can do it. We believed it, but you cannot just be thrown off. So that's the purpose of our contract compliance. Also in our contract compliance group, we set the goals. And that's why, y'all, we asked for y'all to be certified. I know you may have heard when Portia was on here, she talked about a plethora of certifications. Metro only has one, but the reason we speak so highly about certifications is because if you guys are not in the pool, we can't place a goal. Let me give you an example. Construction, we will always have at least a 35% small business goal on construction contracts because we have so many construction contractors that are certified with Metro. On the other hand, I'm gonna go way left, but if we need tires.
If you need what?
Tires for the cars that we have. You know, we have buses and we have cars, we have police cars. If we need tires, we would not place a goal on the contract. You know why? Because we don't have certified small businesses in our database that say they sell tires. So that's why we encourage certification. We don't just say it to say get certified with us. We say it because that makes a difference with whether or not we can place a goal on the contract and how high of a goal we can place on a contract. If you, the small business owner, come on and get certified with us.
Can you share the value of the contracts awarded to the disadvantaged businesses last year? $100 million, $50 million, $200 million?
That I don't have the exact number for us, but I do know that Metro spent millions of dollars with our small businesses. Well, I do have the dollars for 2018. Okay. It kind of varies, depends on the work that we have, but we spend millions of dollars. I think we did $33.5 million with our small businesses last year. That's what they actually received. They were paid that.
And if there were small businesses that could deliver or have products or services that aren't certified, that are outside of your database, those opportunities, that number might have been a little bit higher.
It might have been a little bit higher. And when I just said to Mark, it varies. Let's say when we were building rail, we actually paid out over $300 million to small businesses. So when I say it's with the need, and even though it was $33.5 million that we gave out to small businesses in 2018, we still exceeded the 35% small business goal.
So you make it easy.
We do, y'all.
I could become a vendor, right?
Yes, you can.
Just by registering online.
Just by registering
and
online.
And the website again was?
www.ridemetro.org.
Okay. And if I can come down to your office,
yes,
for the certification program.
Yes.
And what's the website I can go to learn how to do that?
www.ridemetro.org.
And if I want to come to the opportunity tomorrow and I'm not sure where it is, where do I go to find out?
You can find it www.ridemetro.org. You scroll down to the bottom, hit procurement and materials, click solicitations, and there you'll see it.
And you'll be there tomorrow?
I'll be there tomorrow.
So what if somebody walks up to you tomorrow, suit and tie, and they say, Shurronda Murray, I watched you last night on Straight to the Top. Would that have any sort of an impact on you? Would you say, oh, so you heard about the information, the opportunity, and you came down here today?
Yes, that would be amazing.
Really? And you introduce yourself to me?
Really?
Would you forget that person?
I will never forget you. Never forget you. And also, started today, Metro always do one-on-ones with companies. We have what you call a business assessment tool, and we'll bring your company in, do a business assessment on you to tell you if you really are ready to play with Metro. But don't be alarmed. What we have also is we have these large dollars, but we also have $50,000 and under contracts that we have available for small businesses. And that simply means you introduce yourself to our buyers and our contract administrators. A lot of times that's another plus for getting certified with us. We are part of the procurement department as well, and so we have made it one of the golden rules that you at least reach out to at least one small business to get a quote on a $50,000 and under solicitation or PO. So we're fighting all areas that we can to make sure you have an opportunity to play. But when I said don't get alarmed, there's some small dollars that you can go after, and then we'll know for a fact you're ready to play with us. But that business assessment tool that we have, we can tell you where you are on the leveraging field with Metro.
So Shurronda, Metro, you're going to give me someone to audit my company, kick the tires, and assess where I'm at, and say, you know what, Marc Davenport, we like you, we think you're a really good guy,
right,
but at this position, you don't have the capacity
right,
to bid on $1 million contract,
right,
but we have some $50,000
yes,
contracts we think you're ready for.
Yes.
Now, that sounds really expensive.
Okay, high five me.
That sounds really expensive. That sounds like I have to write a big check for that.
No, you don't.
Look, I'm holding my breath. Give me the bad news. What is that going to cost me? To have somebody from Metro do the assessment.
Oh, absolutely free. That's what I do, and that's what Alex Sandoval does. We do that for you, and we can tell you, you ready to play? You're not ready to play? Oh yeah, you can bid on this, but you can't bid. You're not ready. You have to be a sub on that. And then also the good news is, when you are able to learn how to bid with Metro, and we have classes on that as well. When you're able to learn how to bid on our contracts, you can do business with any of the partners, and you'll be alarmed. There are so many people. You heard Portia last week. They have a small business. Port Houston has a small business. HISD, HCC, HMSDC. They're more towards the private. Mm-hmm. So that's even if you don't want to do government, you can go with HMSDC with the public. With the private aspect. So once you learn here, and then if there's no opportunities here, our bottom line is whether you're playing with Metro, we just want you to be able to have an opportunity. But of course, we would love for you to work with Metro and get certified with us.
And think about the confidence a person will get, right? First of all, from working with you. But secondly, having somebody look at your business and saying, you know what, you're ready to play with the big boys. Think about the confidence you develop when you learn how to work a room and meet some of the more successful business owners in crime in the city of Houston. Yeah. Think about what that's going to do to your confidence, and think about what that's going to do to your business. So we don't have a lot of time left, okay. So there's a couple of things I want you to do.
All right.
Okay, you've seen a lot of people come through those doors. Mm-hmm. Some were prepared, some weren't prepared. Mm-hmm. Some were dishonest, right. Some were honest. Can you look into the camera and just talk very straight and upfront to the Straight to the Top family and give them the what not to do's and what to do's before they come see you?
All right, let me speak straightforward to you. Number one, we told you people like doing business with people they like, know, and trust. So we want you to be, want you to have integrity. And then we want you to be ready. When you come, make sure you have your documents. Make sure you have your business cards, because that's how you network. Don't come and say I ran out of business cards. That means you weren't serious.
You weren't ready.
And you weren't ready. So we want you to be not just willing, but we want you to be ready, and we want you to be able to do business with us. So, and most of all, please have integrity.
And that's something you can't teach.
You cannot.
Right? That's who you are. Mm-hmm. That speaks to who you are. That speaks to your character. That speaks to your reputation. So when you call a friend and invite them to come on the show, they know that it's good for them, right? Because they know who you are, so they feel comfortable with you. And if you call me and say, Marc Davenport, can you show up?
Yes.
You know I'm going to show up.
Yes, because I have you on for December.
I'll be there.
I believe you.
So you've had some people come in and come through the program and just excel.
Yes.
Talk to the audience. What are those people doing that the other folks aren't?
They're serious. When we give them homework, they're doing it. They're coming to the classes. They're coming to the pre-bids. And let me tell you, they come to the pre-bids sometimes when it's even not feasible for them. It's not even in their industry or work. They just believe if I come, show face, and meet some people, eventually they're going to keep seeing me and say, who is that? I want to build a relationship. I want to do business with that individual. So just encourage you to come, be a part of Metro, get involved.
Let's say I own a business and I'm casual all day long, right? How should I dress when I come to these meetings? How should I dress when I come to these networking functions? How should I come when I'm in a room full of primes? How should I dress, whether I'm a male or a female? Look into the camera and tell people, how should people be dressing when they show up at these events?
Business professional, and dress like you want a contract. Dress like you are a business owner.
Men, suit and tie?
Men, suit and tie. And then, but you know what? Sometimes if you're a construction worker, we love to see that too. Hey, this is my business. This is what I do. And this is a construction pre-bid. I'm dressed the part.
Two belt on, hard hat in my hand. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Talk to the audience. Sum it up for us. Final thoughts about doing business with Houston Metro and all the opportunities.
Again, I'm here tonight because we're really serious about small businesses doing business with Metro. We are a transparent organization. Anything you need to know about Metro, past contracts, current contracts, they're listed on our website. And we're that way because we really want you to do business with us, and we have dollars available that have to be spent with the small and disadvantaged business. So why not come and be a part of what we're doing at Metro?
But when you come down to Metro, be prepared.
Be prepared.
And when you come to Metro to meet Shurronda and you mention my name or you mention Straight to the Top, you want to make sure that you put your best foot forward.
That's right.
Because we don't bring people, I don't invite people on the show to waste your time, right? This show is about excellence. This show is about bringing on people who are respected and well known and very good at what they do, and share opportunities with you so you can make money, so your family can eat, so that you go to that next level. So when you're out and about, understand who you are reflects on the company that you keep. Surround yourself with great people. For those of you out there watching that want to get in touch with you after this show, is there a social media page for Metro? What is the best way for people? Maybe they caught a piece of this. Okay. Maybe they're not going to watch the replay until Friday or tomorrow. But for people who want to connect with you, who want to learn more, who just want to find out next steps, look into the camera and tell people, how do they get in touch with the great Shurronda Murray? All
right, there are two ways. You can reach me by phone. I'm at 713-739-4845.
Repeat that.
713-739-4845.
Okay.
And then my email address is my name, Shurronda. That's SHURRRONDA .Murray, MURRAY @ridemetro.org. And listen, I can't leave without saying this. Our commitment starts from the top, from our CEO on down. And so that's how committed we are with small businesses. It starts from the top, even with our board.
So let me just piggyback on what Shurronda said. When I invited her on the show, what we wanted to do, she wouldn't be here unless the powers that be said, Shurronda,
that's right.
Go.
So thank you.
So this was green lit, right? Because Metro wanted Shurronda on the show to convey what they do to you. So tomorrow, let's call Shurronda.
Yeah.
Let's email Shurronda. These rooms on fill. Right?
They're really nice.
So there's opportunity. Let's fill this room up.
Let's fill it.
Let's blow her phone up. Right? Let's make such an impact that Shurronda's going to say that I'm going to have to call Shurronda and say, Shurronda, you have to come back and do part 2.
All right.
This has been good.
I would love it.
Thank you.
Thank
Isn't she
you.
great?
It's a pleasure.
Isn't she
Thank
great?
y'all.
Okay.
And good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this month is leveraging your resources. And that's straight to the top. We brought you some really good resources. We brought you multi-million-dollar resources from people who have been, in this instance, with their organization for almost 30 years. We have people giving you their phone numbers.
Yes.
Their email addresses. Inviting you to come see them.
Yes.
And
please.
shake their hand.
Yes.
Right? We have people giving you the inside part of the game. So great information is only great information, Shurronda, if you leverage it.
Absolutely.
If you use it, if you take advantage of it. Surround yourself with great people. You can tell the character of a person by the company they keep. Guard your character and your reputation. It will determine how far you go in life. You can do something right 99 times. You slip on a banana peel one time and mess it up. People will forget about the 99 times you did it right and focus on that one time you dropped the ball. And when that happens, ultimately, you're going to be judged on how you made things right. Build relationships with great people if you want to become great. And I promise you too will go straight to the top. We have another great show next week. Next month, we have a new theme. You're going to love it. We'll talk about that next week. You're going to come back, right?
I'll be back.
You promise?
I promise.
Just promise in front of 50.
Promise.
She promised in front of 50 million people. You better come back. God bless. Good night.